All right. Sweet. What's up, everybody? I think we're good to go here. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me, all that good stuff. I'm always worried that something's going wrong with my mics or I've got a cable plugged in wrong or whatever else. So give me a little thumbs up if you can hear me. Got a lot of people in the chat right now. 21 to start off. So that's amazing. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to have a fun night here. Oh, all right. Let me go back here. So, Cheech, I saw what you said. Somewhere along here, I was like scrambling to get all this stuff ready. Everything set up, and I saw that you said, I want to see what buying too much bourbon looks like. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and see if I can get everything out here behind me on the table, everything I bought yesterday. So I did that for you, but I almost didn't make it past that dramatic intro. Almost didn't make it in time. All right, let's see here. Let's say hi to quite a few people. Jay, what's up? Cheers to you. DC, what's up, man? I had to get a little food, a little keto granola bar in my system so that I don't die tonight. Yeah, there we go. There's that comment. Carl, what's up? Comes down to your bank account and credit card balances. I actually sent your stuff today. I dropped it off about 5:30, by the way. So I just wanted to let you know your samples are on the way. Let's see here. Just look in your cabinets. Cheech, I don't know, man. I feel like after what I did yesterday, I went a little overboard. All right, what's up? What's up? Oh, Wags was in here. He said he's doing his IG live today. Let's still looking for a time slot. Yeah, you know, it's something that I worry about a lot too, is the time slot. I'm pretty settled on this Thursday at 8 p.m. thing. I might bump it back to 7:30 coming up here soon. I'm not sure, but like, you know, Ed is going live over at Rock Gut with a couple of people at 9 o'clock, and there's just nothing I can do. We're going to overlap. So, you know, it is what it is. All right. Let's keep saying hi to some other people here. Let me know what you're drinking in the chat if you are having a pour right now. I see Uta's in here. We can hear you. Good to go. Peter, what's up, Peter? Good to see you, my friend. Sooner Dad says, I bought a lot of bourbon before. Didn't know too much bourbon really existed. I don't think it exists. I just think, yeah, it's all relative. It's all relative. Okay. Well, I'm trying to rinse all this granola bar crap out of my mouth so that I can actually taste anything tonight. Alrighty. So, the plan for today, or tonight, I'm going to have a shorter live stream. I usually go for about 2 hours. I'm looking at like 75 minutes, 90 minutes, something like that. I've got a couple of blind pours in front of me, as I do every week. Still trying to train the palate, pick out tasting notes, pick out, you know, different things, and then try to pinpoint and guess exactly what Sarah, my fiance, has poured for me. So we have 3 blind pours tonight. Now, I've debated what to do in terms of this sort of bracket that I'm thinking about for Russell's Reserve picks and for Booker samples. I just got like God knows how many samples. In the last week, I think 40, 45 samples. So it's a little overwhelming, and I'm trying to figure out how to manage all of that. It's not a problem I've ever had, but this is kind of nice. So with the Russell's Reserve and Booker's, I have 8 of each. So what I'm going to end up doing on these live streams, each one will be sort of a 2 or 3 part process where I do 4 and 4 of the Bookers on different weeks, and then take the winners of those and pit them against each other on a final live stream. And I'll also do the same thing with the Russells, and I'll probably call the champions of those batches or of those single barrel picks on the same live stream. So it'll take a few weeks to get into that process. I've been saying that I want to do it, but it's just one of those things, like, I want to make some graphics for it. I want to make it feel pretty cool and produced in a way. So bear with me on that one. What do we got here? Brian is throwing out some Powers John's Lane. I've never had that. I would love to try that. Rock Gut and Drew P both on at 9 p.m. Thursday. It's a conflict for most of us. Yeah, Cheech. I mean, what do you think about going at 7:30 p.m. Eastern? Would that be a better call? I know Anybody on the West Coast, that's like 4:30, and that's not great in terms of work schedules, but they could always jump in late. Is 7:30 p.m. a better time? Because I'm happy to do that. That gets me in bed earlier, and it makes my fiance a little bit happier too, that I'm not waking her up when I come in there. Ooh, Balcones. I haven't had a lot of their stuff, but I tried the Froke, which I think is highly regarded. I tried that when I was at Jason's house 2 weeks ago. Killer pour. I like what they're doing, except the Brimstone for me is god-awful. Was drinking Glenfiddich and Glenmorangie with the Aqua Vitae stream. Oh, nice. That's very cool. Smoothie Amber Old Scout 5-year. Bartender's Benevolent Bottle Fun. Oh, fun bottle. Cool. Nice pour. What do we got here? Lito, all right. Let's give this like button some love. Hey, thanks, Lito. Thanks for jumping in here. Good to see you. Yeah, let's get some likes in here. We got 25 in the chat and 16 likes. Let's get that number up. Future proofing is never too much. That's funny if you can still find them. That's some good advice, Timothy. And thanks for jumping in here. Are you taking paper notes for your tastings? I find that Cheech, I don't take paper notes exactly. I mean, typically what I'll do is I'll put a lot of notes into my phone, and I have so many notes in my phone of different tastings, but I don't put dates to them. So sometimes I'll go back and revisit and add a note or two. It's usually not like I revisit it in 3 months and add to that same note. So it's usually pretty accurate that I can see like when I tasted it. And that helps me when I'm putting together notes for my tasting videos. But never like a notebook. I don't know. Double. Nice. Good that you got one if that's a 2020. I'll shoot you a sample. More samples. I'll take it. Let's do it. I'm running low on things to give to other people. Maybe not after all of this stuff that I bought, which we'll get to here in a second. But I was like running low on nice stuff to send out as collateral for these samples, and I felt bad, but I can't, go through my entire Chateau de la Baude for samples, unfortunately. Yeah, I think, Cheech, this is probably what's going to end up happening is 7:30 with a 90-minute stream. And 90 minutes for me feels better anyways. I like that. Josh, Glenlivet 14. Nice, man. Yeah, adult apple juice. Stranahan's, what's up? Hey, what's up, Trev Wilson in the house, the Bourbon Wrench. J. Watt, Bardstown Discovery 4, Amaze Balls. I've got some new discoveries here, number 1 and 2. I've got 3 and 4 back there also, but I picked up 1 and 2 yesterday. We'll talk about that. Amp up your... I think I have 0 Irish whiskey. So, and that's because... That's actually intentional, because I'll spend so much money just trying to get into it. I've tried a lot of the Redbreast stuff. I like it a lot, so it's dangerous for me. Russell Single Barrel. Oh, Nate Stowe, what's up, man? Good to see you here. Thanks for tuning in. It's a little crazy in the beginning of the stream saying hey to everyone. That's cool, Cheech. I save the bottles themselves as percussion instruments for some of my setups for some of my pieces. I need bottle sounds, but now I have too many bottles in the basement. So saving labels is a good idea. Elmer, nice. John's Lane is solid. Okay, well, let's get to it here. It's cool to see 29 in the chat. That's pretty wild. Like I said, going to keep this short, 75, 90 minutes, something like that. I want to get people over to Rock Gut, and I know like Jason from the Mash and Drums going to be there and a few other people, so that's going to be really cool to check out. Did you guys see Jason's stream last night with Nancy Fraley? That was really, really crazy, insightful, and really interesting. I loved when I was driving home checking that out. Toss 33. Damn. Doing work. That's awesome. So yesterday, I need to pour dram. Before I even start talking. Okay, let's do this one. This is a brand new, well, to me, brand new. I snagged this on secondary. Unfortunately, I know, whatever. But I love these Knob 15 store picks. And if there's anything that I'm going to buy on secondary as a daily sipper, it's this. So that was a crazy cork pop. It like splattered all over me. I shouldn't have said that. All right. Let's get a little Knob 15 action here to kick things off. Cool. I'll say it. Cheers to all of you. Thank you for being here. Hit that like button. Sub to the channel if you haven't already. But I hope you're drinking something nice. Hope you had a decent day. If not, hope you have a better night. And having fun on this Thursday. Oh. Nothing like a Knob 15 store pick. Holy shit. All right. So cool to see everybody in here. Amazing stream on the Master Drum. It was amazing. Nancy's like a savant. When she was talking about a lot of her experience over in France with Cognac and Armagnac and just the way that she talks about things, you can tell that there's a different level up there. And her conversation about having like memory for smells, photographic smell memory and things like that from her childhood, that blew me away. I really, really loved that. You know, I hate to say this. I think I split this with a buddy. It was like an old Bellmead cask reserve before they went to 108.3 proof. He threw in 90 and I threw in 90. It was 180 shipped to my door. So I ended up paying probably $77 for the bottle plus the cost of shipping. And you know what? These things are really good and they're going away. So I just kind of wanted to treat myself on that one. Dude, I hate when the knob splatters too. Shit. That's hilarious. So I went to Indiana yesterday. I've had a couple of off days this week for whatever reason, and being a self-employed musician and all that kind of stuff, I have the freedom to just kind of do that. I think we all do, and to some degree now with COVID in certain circumstances. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to Indiana today, take the trip, leave nice and early in the morning, and hit up some stores because Ohio is a control state and we can't find anything here unless you're chasing trucks down. So I ran over there and I probably hit up 35, 40 different liquor stores. I hit some in Richmond, Indiana, which is right on the border. I went up to Newcastle, didn't quite make it up to Muncie, got into Indianapolis, first went up to Carmel, and then worked my way down Keystone Ave and just hitting a bunch of different places. And, you know, I bought a lot of stuff for myself. I'm muled back a few things for friends that they're going to be picking up. And then if I found good deals on things that I know that I can trade locally or whatever, I picked those up too because, when are you ever going to find some of these things in Ohio? You're just not. Now, I will say I didn't get any unicorns, no Buffalo Trace unicorns. No, I was really looking for the Jack Daniels, the new rye. No such luck. But I got a lot of good things that I'm stoked about at really good prices. So I'll kind of take you through my haul, which I absolutely hate haul posts in the bourbon groups. I can't stand that shit. But I will take you through my haul from Indianapolis, and really from Indiana. I see Nick has jumped in. What's up, man? Good to see you. Richie Z. Cheers to you, Richie. Nice to see you. Got the ES 99 today. We'll talk about that. Yeah, 35 to 40. DC was a full day. It was a 14-hour day round trip, I think. So basically 8.5 hours of hunting and then 2 hours, 45 minutes each way on that trip. So it was a success, I would say, for sure. Mike, what's up? Cheers to you. First time in here, maybe. If it is, thanks for joining. It's good to see you. Pre-COVID, traveled a lot for work. Yeah, I usually travel too, but before that, I was only into scotch, so I wasn't really bringing bourbon back, and I wish I would have been at that time. 20, 30 stores a week. That's a lot, Cheech. I mean, see, here in Ohio, I used to make all these runs, and I'm not really doing it anymore. It's like my time for me now, because of all the truck chasers, is I just have to kind of be careful with my time. So I'll pay the premium as of right now because I'm getting busy again. So I don't know. It kind of is what it is, I guess. Hayden, it was just a one-day affair, man. That's all. So let's go through it here. I've got my case. I just use this case. I keep it in the trunk of my car when I hunt. It's easier to put bottles just straight up in this Weller case. So the first crazy find is, I love Bardstown Bourbon Company stuff, and I actually went to Indiana and with it in my head that I was going to be looking for a lot of maybe things that have sat on the shelf, some of their collaborative series, and also some of the older Discovery series. I actually found 6 Bardstown apple brandies sitting in a random liquor store, like hole-in-the-wall place. These things clearly this is covered in dust. These had been sitting up on a shelf behind the counter in plain sight, and it's like they've obviously been there a while. So I just said, look, can you do a discount if I buy multiples of these? And they said, you got to buy all 6, and we'll give you a case discount. So I just did it. I just bought all 6 apple brandy finishes. And this is some of my favorite juice from Bardstown besides the Chateau de la Baude and the Discovery. So, hell, I had to do it. But a lot of these will get traded locally. I can tell you that right now. I'll probably keep 2 of the 6. Yeah. So, anyways, I was really stoked about that, but I didn't feel so bad about it because they had clearly been there, and this was a hole in the wall liquor store. The clientele in this area was probably not going to be buying this bottle, if you know what I mean. Oh, what's up? What's up, Jason? I, dude, I had a day. I had some sort of day. Yeah, we're going through it right now. Kind of what the hell I picked up by 90%. Yeah, there we go. Had to do it. Yeah, the apple brandy, I had to do it. So I got 6 of those. Now, I picked up 2 of the Bardstown Discovery Series 2 bottles. I'll probably trade one of them if I can do a 1-to-1 with Discovery 3. Ohio is out of Discovery 3 now. So, like, I have no chance of getting it. There was none in Indiana either. So I've grabbed an extra Discovery 2 because I know a lot of people love that stuff, and I'm hoping to trade 1-to-1. But I got one of these for $119 under MSRP. I got another for $80. Some store had a Bardstown Discovery for $80. Crazy. Good price there. I know. What a way to get my arm twisted. Case discount. Ridiculous. I also grabbed a Bardstown Discovery 1. So maybe, I don't know what the heck I'm going to be sipping on tonight. Maybe you guys can help me decide in the chat. So I got Bardstown Discovery 1, 2 of the 2s, 6 of the apple brandies. I've never seen a Larceny store pick in real life. Probably nothing special. And I might end up like doing a giveaway for this bottle because, you know, why not? Any Scotch fans in the house? Say hey to more people in the chat. Drum and drummer. Yeah, we got some drums in the house for sure. Tomorrow during ADHD, I will. Just got the 4 today. Gonna crack it later. The 4, man. Like I said, I might have said this when I was at your place. I think the 4 is definitely like more intense than the 3, but I like the profile of Discovery 3 just a little bit more for whatever reason. Discovery 1, I had one small sip last night when I got home. It was fantastic. It actually shocked me because I had heard some weird things about it. Cheech, how much was it when you found it today? All right, so I'm in love with Glendronach scotches. All of that really intense earthy sherry is right up my alley. So I used to love the 21, the Parliament, which Carl, I sent you a sample of that. And that's actually a 24-year-old Parliament because of the distillery being shut down from 96 to 2001. So that's 24-year-old stuff in your bottle. And I have a Glendronach 18 also because of the distillery being shut down that's a 22-year-old. But yesterday on the shelf, I found 2 Glendronachs bottled in 2019. Of this 18-year-old, which places those at 24 years old, entirely Oloroso sherry finished. So I had to buy 2 of those, and I might offload one of them later, but I definitely knew I wanted one, and those things are going away now. The distillate has now come of age when the distillery reopened in 2001, so that stuff is now at 18 years old at this point, which means, you know, we're not going to be finding that ultra-aged Glendronach on the shelf anymore. But I found it at market value, so I had to snag it up there. I'm glad you found the blue. I'm still waiting. Yeah, Richie, I tell you what, the 18 for me is way better than the 21. The PX cask, which you would assume makes the 21 a little bit sweeter, to me, it's actually too heavy and dark and earthy. And the 18-year-old with those Oloroso casks, they use really good cask. It has more of a dark chocolate profile for me. I like that a lot better. So, for what it's worth. Disco 3 is, yeah. And I think this is why I like it better. That 15-year-old mash bill, that mystery mash bill in the Bardstown 4, to me, it's good, but the MGP in the Discovery 3 is amazing. And the lower proof, little disadvantageous on Disco 3, but I don't know. I like it. It's great. Timothy likes scotch. Hell yeah, me too. Scotchy, scotchy, scotch. Wow, chat is blowing up. It's cool to see you guys. Everybody hanging out tonight. 2019 Glendronach 4 is great, but the apple brandy finish. Yeah, the apple brandy is another level. And yeah, nice spelling. DC, that's funny. Okay, let's keep going here. So I actually found a Larceny A121. I'm going to make a review of that tomorrow. I'm going to try to get it out by tomorrow night if I can. I want to get that out quick because I need some more subscribers to the channel. And when you get like a new release review out quickly and you get all that traffic, it seems that, you know, you can accrue some more subscribers very quickly. So I'm going to try to get Larceny A121 out, and I will definitely have a sip of that tonight. That is right here. Had one earlier, and I wasn't blown away. We'll kind of see. I found this sitting on a shelf in an old hole-in-the-wall store as well. This one was a really sketchy store, but the old school, old Ezra 7. So that's interesting. And because of that, I picked up regular old Ezra Brooks, and I got the new Ezra 99 for $13 in Indiana. I think they rang it up incorrectly maybe, because that didn't seem right to me. All right, 40 in chat. Hell yeah. Go ahead and hit the like button, everybody. If you're in here and you're watching the video, sub to the channel, like the video, do all that good stuff. Come on. Come on, smash it. Couldn't make that stream. Oh, is that the Nancy Fraley stream? Yeah, the weird mystery bill, mash bill. Is it from Beam? Has that been confirmed? I was hearing Heaven Hill, but I don't know. Yeah, and the old Ezra 7 is, for me, better than the new stuff, even at a lower proof. It's so oaky on the nose. Palate is a little lackluster. All right. Anything else? I think that might be it. So all the discoveries. Oh, I snagged one of the new Bell Mead reserves with that lower proof. I'm going to be doing a comparison between that and then one of the older batches that I have. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Otherwise, I think that's it. Right here, this was sort of the last thing I bought yesterday. I'd gladly wrench for your channel. Cheech, that's great, man. I would love to have you be my wrench, one of my wrenches. I don't know. I still haven't done it yet. I was talking to DC about it. Should I make that happen? Can I do it right now, or do I have to do that later? Let me know. I don't have any idea how that works. Okay, so the last thing I bought yesterday, I stopped off at the Rural Inn, which is in Indianapolis. I had heard things about this place. When you show up, it's very unassuming, but it says Bourbon Honey Hole right on the board outside. So they had all these store picks in there. I talked to the owner. I think his name was Ray, if I remember. And they had a bunch of Nulu picks in there. I've had a Nulu toasted, and I liked it. Wasn't world, changing or life-changing. But they had this honey barrel finish Nulu, and I got to sample it right there, and I picked one up. This was not cheap. It was $120, but some really good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and pour a little bit of this out. This is young MGP juice. I don't know if it's the 36 rye or not. It's 56.6% ABV, 4 years, 1 month, and it spent 73 days in a cask that held honey. So, very interesting. 3 dots next to the name in the chat and wrench them. All right, well, let's see if I can do that. Okay. Oh, manage moderators. There it is. Oh, is this a process right now? Oh, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't do it right now. DC. Okay, you guys got it. You can fire him at any time. That's hilarious. Okay, so yeah, this Nulu honey barrel. Do you guys have any experience with these Nulu products? I mean, I feel like they're fairly recently a thing. Yeah, it's definitely still sort of astringent on the nose because it's so young. Dose of ethanol for sure. That high rye is kicking in, absolutely. But there's like a beautiful, beautiful sweetness on that. And I've got a Knob 15 store pick poured out right here. You don't really get so much of the honey on this Nulu until you put it next to something else and you have to do a comparison. So it's one of those that like I'm not going to reach for and have that be my lone sip of the night, but I'll probably end the night with it because it's a high proof and the sweetness back to back with something else is like really, really nice. Yeah, and I think that's what he was saying too when I was talking to him at the Rural Inn, that it was the 36 rye. I couldn't remember, but they had like a bunch of different picks there of this stuff and just a bunch of things in general. Nice, really nice guy. Really cool place. Yeah, that stuff is killer on the palate. I typically don't go for things that are only 4 years old. I love MGP, but the MGP hype of like 4-year stuff that's got like a little finish on it and then it's like $150, typically not my style. But he twisted my arm, and when I sampled it in the shop, it was like, hell yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, Tim, that seems to be like what I'm thinking as well, especially like the double oak that I had. It was good, but you know. Little Ardbeg discussion going on. The wrench C's in here too. I have a barrel pick not opened. Is that from Nulu, Nate? Cool, cool, cool. Alrighty. Polish my Weller 12, says Hayden. So that was the trip yesterday, right? I think it amounted to like $2,000, and you know, half of the apple brandies, or maybe like 4 of them, I'll trade around locally, or you know, get those out of here. I don't need all of that apple brandy stuff. I'm trying to just keep 1, maybe 2 backups of that. But let's go ahead and move on now. That is the haul from yesterday. I want to sip something here. I'm already gonna have like 3 pours in front of me. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. My buddy Frank just stopped by and picked up a Discovery 4 that I got for him that I brought back from Indiana, and he gave me this sample as a gift. And this is Middle West. If those of you in the chat who know Middle West, local distillery here in Ohio, it's the cask strength. Let's see, the cask strength wheated bourbon release. It was recently released, I believe, 62.8%. And I was really excited to try this. I've never had any Middle West products, even though I live in Columbus. I tried some High Bank stuff. I've tried some Watershed stuff, but I've never tried any Middle West yet. And I'm really excited to kind of see what their cask strength wheated whiskey, tastes like here. So I'm going to take a sip of this real quick, give it just a quick little review with all of you on here. I'm not sure if Middle West is available outside of Ohio. I think they have a bottle shop online that you can order from, though. So check that out, especially if this ends up being good. I'm going to go down and pick up some more of their stuff. So I got the email about that one. Oh, yeah, I saw that you're looking for some Pappy samples, Jason. I wish I could help you. I don't have that much money. ADHD Whiskey's in the house. Holy crap. What's up, man? Cheers to you. Oh, my gosh. Good to see you here. All right, so like I said, this is a cask strength wheated whiskey, 62.8%, single barrel. So I'm stoked to try this and see, what Middle West is all about. Holy crap. Hey, Jason, if you're still in here, man, have you tried this Middle West cask strength? I don't know if you know the guys down there. I'm not even sure who the head distiller is, and I should know that living in Columbus, but holy shit, that is like a cherry and oak bomb. And 62.8%, it's like perfectly proofed. It's really, really intense on the palate. And this finish, I can tell, is going to last forever. But, wow. Frank, if you're in here, if you're lurking, thank you so much for this sample, man. This is incredible. It's got that, so when I think of, wheated bourbons like this, you think of Makers, you think of Weller stuff, you think of Larceny. Larceny, I don't like that profile. I don't even like the barrel proof profile. I think it's just like peanuts, sawdust, weird oak, that kind of thing. Makers has always been a little off for me too. I can't get into the Makers profiles besides a few things. The 101 is fine to me, but it typically is weirdly astringent and kind of kind of artificial tasting for some reason. The Weller profile is definitely my favorite, but it's way overpriced. This wheated profile of the Middle West right here, this might be the best iteration of a wheated product I've ever had. And maybe I'm being spoiled because this is their cask strength single barrel offering. It's like a once a year release, but oh my goodness. Yeah, it's really rich caramels, nice and sweet. A crazy amount of oak for, I think, a 4 or 5 year product. Brown sugar, ton of brown sugar. And a lot of cherry notes as well. Holy smokes, man. Well, this will be interesting. What I'd like to do, with that said, I got to pull ADHD off the screen there. Sorry, Matt, I left you up there forever. But thanks for jumping in here, man. Really cool to see you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to compare this cask strength wheated Middle West to the brand new Larceny A121, which I just snagged. This is absolutely the neck pour. Keep that in mind. But in my experience, these Larceny barrel proofers don't really improve that much after the neck pour, unfortunately. Let's see what we got here in the chat. I'm missing a lot of chat. Sorry, guys. Everyone, when Matt jumped in, it was like, holy crap. My channel has become like that was like a thing that I needed to have. I needed to have Matt Porter in the chat. That's freaking awesome. Very cool, man. Mike Myers says, for some reason I went to Oogie. Yeah, Lefroy is a hell of a pour. That's intense and in your face. What the hell is too much bourbon? Lies, I say. What's up, man? Good to see you in here. Too much bourbon. I already kind of detailed everything I snagged yesterday in Indiana, but 6 Bardstown apple brandy finishes. That's like the kicker. That was the amazing catch there with the case discount. Let's keep going here. JG says, what is the name of that type of glass? So this on Amazon, this is where I got them. It's just called a Highland nosing glass. If you look that up, it'll take you right to what you need. The brand starts with an S. I can't remember what it is. Some crystal brand. Stolzla? Yeah, Stolzla. I don't know. I don't speak German, but it's got an umlaut over the O, so it's got to be German. Hendo in the house. What's up, man? Cheers to you. Thanks for jumping in here and hanging out. Scotch nosing glass. There it is. Yeah, I think Larceny is a big miss, but let's see. So I've got 2 wheated cask strength bourbons here, the brand new Larceny, and then a local distillery here in Ohio that I'm thinking might put the Larceny to shame. The new A121 batch of Larceny is really low proof, 57.4%. So we're not even over 60% ABV. So let's go ahead and nose that one real quick, and then we'll go back to the Middle West wheated and see how they compare. That same, like... For those of you in the chat who have had Larceny barrel proofs leading up to this point, especially for me, the A120, which was a little ethanol forward, they all seem to have this unsubstantiated alcohol punch. Like, there's a lot of ethanol, no matter the proof, but it's not like the ethanol and the proof is amplifying a lot of rich flavors. It's just there. It's just sitting on top of everything. And again, neck pour here, but this is starting off just alcohol forward with not a lot of flavor. There's like watery caramel. It's almost like you took a caramel candy and you threw it in a lake and then you fished it out and put it in your mouth. Waterlogged caramel. A shitload of peanut brittle, just like they always have. There is that funky Larceny, like, wheated oak in here that's different than the Elijah Craig barrel-proof oak. I don't know if you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just like wet, musty... It's wet, musty wood. All right, let's move on. ADHD. So A120, actually in a blind tasting I did a few weeks ago on a live stream, the A120 won, surprisingly, and then I think I was like tied for second, which is bad. Tied way below A120. I think I had C920 as second and B520, which was Whiskey Advocate's Whiskey of the Year or whatever. I had that in last place. The A120 won for me, but I do remember when I would go and sip the A120, it still had an ethanol punch for me that I didn't like. But for me, the flavor profile actually worked the best for whatever reason. Let's go back here in the chat. Dude, hey, if you want one of these, man, let me know. I don't know if you have the hookups at the distillery or not or whatever, but we could definitely talk about that because, yeah, I found them sitting on a shelf, like behind the counter, dusty. Like literally, they're still covered in dust back there. No one was going to be buying them at the place that I was at, and I asked the guy, like, can you give me a discount if I buy a few? And he said I had to buy all 6, so I just bought all 6. I felt bad. I like to leave things on the shelf for people, but these weren't going to move at this place I was at, if you know what I'm saying. Will says, as a percussionist, what's your favorite thing to hit with? Dude, honestly, like, I love playing marimba. You know, like for those of you who aren't familiar, it's like a giant xylophone, 5 octaves, like 8 feet long. Marimba is probably my favorite instrument to play. So you can always check out like my percussion stuff. See Leach Music is my other channel, my other Instagram and stuff. You know, when I'm touring and doing that kind of stuff. I do like it better than the Glencairn. Actually, I like these glasses better. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. Sorry, guys. It diffuses a little bit more. The Glencairn for me is too alcohol forward. So I like this. The Tua glass is okay as well. I like the stem on this one, though. Copita glasses I use for lower proof scotch, typically, because Copita really, really accents the flavors in a lower proof scotch for me. Okay, Larceny discussion. Yeah. Don't like B. Don't like B. Cool. What's Cheech saying? I could use the Bardstown apple brandy. Hmm. I can't get rid of all of them. I got to use some of them as trade bait locally, you know, like just a few. We'll figure it out. Cheech and Matt, we'll figure it out. Okay, let's get back to this comparison here. So yeah, the Larceny's been sitting out for a few minutes. A121, 57.4%. Like I said, it's got that wet, funky oak. There's actually some orange in here, a little bit of like caramelized or like, yeah, caramelized orange, I guess. Which is nice. I mean, I'll take that over some of the stuff I got on the previous batches. Nice sweet cane sugar notes, brown sugar in here, and then that watery caramel. It's almost like the caramel is like suspended in a liquid or something. It's just so strange. So I'm going to taste the Larceny now. Cheers. Okay. It was just ethanol and peanuts, like attack. Just like an army of, I don't even know. Oh, not good. It got a little better in the mid palate, I guess, with some of the sweeter flavors and that orange note, that caramelized orange, but I don't know. The finish right now is long. It's nice and peppery and that Kentucky hug in the back palate into the throat. But most of that is just driven by ethanol. It's not driven by flavor. In the front palate, in the mouth here, in terms of the finish, it's just cheap cane sugar notes with like that light caramel. I'm just not a big fan of this. I'm sorry. Ugh. Apple brandy. I can't. If my mom or dad's watching, sorry guys. On behalf of DC, I'm sorry. It's hilarious. All right. So let's go now to the Middle West cast strength wheated, 62.8%. So we're 5% higher here. Keep that in mind. Oh, so much better. Oh my God. Middle West is killing it. Yeah, this is deep, rich butterscotch. And like the darkest cherry. You know, you think a Luxardo cherry note, darker, deeper, richer. Oak, butterscotch, dark cherry. Nice vanilla note sitting on the top. Nice sweet vanilla. Oh, amazing. All right, on the palate now with the Middle West. Oh my God. There's a little... Oh, there's all that cherry fruit. There's darker fruit in here too. There's grape. Grape and plum, cherry. There was a flash of something nutty, but it wasn't peanut. It was more like walnut, which was amazing. Oh my God. Okay, well, that's determined. If the Middle West was a perfect 10 out of 10, then comparably the Larceny A121 would be like a 6.5. It is not doing it for me. So that's going back here. We're done with that. I'm going to just take it off the drum. I'm going to be reviewing that tomorrow. I'll do a full review. I'll get more in-depth, and I'll probably go down the line with the other Larceny barrel-proof batches just to kind of like give some context for it. And, you know, but I don't like it. Please watch the review, but I can tell you right now I don't like it. Not great. Okay, 1994 Mariah Carey. Oh, that's hilarious. That's the year I was born. Don't tell anybody. Okay, so Middle West is a winner. What else do I need to try right now? We can maybe get to some of the old bottling of Ezra 7. Maybe we can get to that later if we have time. But I'm already running low on time. It's 8:45. I only wanted to go hour and a half tops. So let's move on now. I'm going to do a blind flight for you guys because I'm getting a little bogged down by what I'm doing right now. I just have so many options to choose from when you spend too much money on bourbon in Indiana. So let's go ahead and start with the blind flight here. As you all know, my beautiful and wonderful fiance, Sarah, pours these for me. And she puts them in these black Glencairn glasses, which are freaking awesome. If you can find them, snag a couple on the old Amazons. And she writes down the pours on these note cards, and I will show all of you what is in the glass as I look away. You give me a thumbs up to confirm that you can read the freaking note card and know what's in the glass, and then we'll go ahead and go on with this blind tasting. But I've got 3 pours here. It can be anything Scotch or bourbon in the whiskey room. So I'm trying to guess age, proof, distillery. What else? Type, Scotch, bourbon, rye, and then also if I can pinpoint the bottle. Those are my goals here. Ujal, what's up, man? Cheers. Good to see you here. It's nice to see another familiar face in the chat. Just ordered some of the glasses. It better be good or I am unsubbing. I'm actually going to do a video on glasses here soon. So I've been acquiring Norland's neat glasses, Tua, Copita, Glencairn, these nosing glasses. So I'm going to be doing a video on that very, very soon. I've got a lot of things I'm trying to do, but I'm getting a little busy and bogged down. So I'm sorry. I need to get googly eyes on all these bottles. So if Sarah, if you're listening, you're slacking right now on the googly eye application to the new bottles. Let's see. She said it's not her fault. I got back late last night. But yeah. At least this Old Bell Mead has the googly eyes on it, so. I think the Glencairns need them, though. You're right, DC. Nick says, my money is on Sarah's mystery picks. Oh, my money's on them, too. She's going to whoop my ass right now with what she's chosen. All right. I'll show you this first note card. Let me know if we get the autofocus and you can see what is in here. Or if it's upside down. It might even be upside down. I might pick this up incorrectly. Here we go. Give me a little thumbs up if you can see what is in this glass here. And please don't tell me what it is in the chat. Please don't. Bought me dragon glasses. What is that? I don't even... Are they shaped like dragons? Or is this something I should know? Aiden says we can see it. Awesome. Beautiful. 2 practice rooms. One with a custom member with your dream specs. The other is all the unicorn bottles of your choice. Oh, dude, the unicorn bottles. Absolutely. Look, I'm thinking about quitting music anyways because of all this COVID shit. So I'll take whiskey all day. and then by the end of that hour in that room, I'll forget that the marimba's even in the other room. So that's my answer. All right, so this first one is definitely not a Scotch. We're definitely living in bourbon land here. This actually has a pretty nice nose to it for right now. It's a good proof. Thinking like at least 100 proof, probably more like 110, something like that. 105 to 110 proof. Could be finished at this point. I'm getting like some fruity notes on top here. There's a solid amount of ethanol. I have to acclimate to the Glencairn too because I put my nose in too far coming from those other glasses. That's something I always have to think about when I do these blinds. Something kind of fruity on the top. I'm getting a little bit of nuttiness as I pull my nose out of the glass. There might be like some light cherry / apricot notes. There's also a little bit of funk in here, almost like rubbery funk. I'm not sure why that would be in here. Yeah, Amy. Oh, what's up? Another legend in the chat here. Amy Bum. Good to see you. Blinds are definitely more fun when you know what's in the glass. I enjoy watching those more. So the best way that I can do it is to just hold up this note card, you know, the most low-tech option ever. But I don't like stickers on the bottom of glasses, especially clear glasses, because when you take a sip, sometimes you can see through them, and then you can't help that you saw it. So, yeah, I like to do it this way. Okay, so nice oak presence here. A little rubbery funkiness, some light fruitiness going on, and maybe a tinge of like a nutty note. I'm going to taste this on the palate now. Again, I'm thinking age-wise, I'm thinking it's not that old. 7, 8 years old. I'm thinking we're at 105 to 110 proof. I think it's a bourbon. I don't believe it's a rye. Could be a finished bourbon, possibly, but I don't know. So let's check it out. Ooh. Solid proof, yeah. That's interesting. I wonder if that's like a Bardstown discovery, because there's a lot of different stuff. It's almost like I'm tasting different attributes of it's like, oh, it could be this, but this one thing is throwing me this way. This other thing is throwing me this way in terms of the flavor profile. It almost tastes like it's been constructed, if that makes sense. And I could be totally wrong about that, but like a blend like a Bardstown Discovery, I could see it being one of those from that first sip. You got a double sticker. I know. Like my first live stream taste, I did, what did I do? 15 blind pours. I did some crazy shit I should have never done. I couldn't even walk the next day. And I think after the first one, I saw something on the bottom, and I actually didn't read it all the way. Like I just glanced and I could see that I was being able to see through it, and I was like, no shit, look away. So every time I would go up to nose and taste, I would like look up, you know? Like don't look down. Yeah, I should have double stickered. But after that, I got this note card thing together, and it's all working out. I'm sucking at the chat, guys. I'm so sorry. Be careful, she's counting. She's not, well, I don't know. Maybe she is actually shit. That's hilarious. Yeah, Nick, there you go. We do need more googly eyes everywhere. It has been determined the Bardstown apple brandy bottles need boobies. That's ridiculous. It's hilarious. I got to be careful. I got to be careful what I say on here. The music community, if they tune in, they might not like it. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, remember to hit that like. Cheech, you're right. Hit that like if you're hanging out here. 44 viewers, 41 likes. That's actually a solid ratio. I'm down with that. All right, one more sip of glass number 1 here. Yeah, still thinking that same thing. I'm gonna bump the proof up and say 110 to 115 on the proof. Good oak. Again, doesn't seem too old here. I could be convinced this is 10 years old. I don't have a guess on the bottle yet, though. Unfortunately. So, anyways, it's actually starting to smell like chicken in here because Sarah's cooking chicken. I have the door shut and everything, but it's gonna mess with my nose. All right, let's move on to glass 2. We'll come back to glass number 1 at the very end and see what we get. What the fuck? This smells the exact same. What is happening? Oh, man. I just ordered some Chattanooga stuff off of Seal Box just recently, the apricot brandy finish, and I'm waiting for that to get here so that I can do a review of that. Yeah, all the Bardstown stuff is disappearing. After the Bourbon Junkies and after Matt and like a couple other guys reviewed it, especially like the Bardstown 3 was hanging out here for a long time. When the Bourbon Junkies video of that hit, literally 2 days later, it's not to be found in Ohio. So Bardstown 4 is going to be the same way, I think. I do need to add the googly eyes to the logo, huh? Amy, I don't have any wrenches yet. Can I do that right now? I have the screen pulled up. Cheech and DC and I were talking about that earlier. But I don't know how to like do it right now on the fly. I would totally, if I could. Oh, you have to paste the channel URL. Shit. Yeah. I can't do that right now. I don't want to waste everybody's time. But next live stream, we will have wrenches. I do promise that. It's the Wild West up in this bee. It is the Wild West. I'm so sorry. Anarchy. I'm an anarchist. You caught me. That's hilarious. All right. Glass number 2. Let me show you what is in glass number 2. Here we go. Give me a thumbs up to let me know you can see it. All right. This one seems fruitier. Definitely more on the like the strawberry light cherry notes. Shane, I know it is a rookie mistake. I know. I'm a rookie. Come on. I'll be here for next week. Wrench me before then. I will. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, has there been a reason for a wrench so far? Has anybody said anything inappropriate? If they have, like, let me know. I guess I have to take their comments down, right? Kick them out. Wow. That is really fruity. Ah. Okay. Banana and fruit. Banana and light cherry. Immediately, and high proof, too, right on the palate. This has got to be a 1792 product, like a full proof, or it's got to be Old Forester 1920. I have a sample of an Old Forester barrel proof, but it's definitely, she wouldn't have dug through the samples, I don't think. God forbid. Did you guys see the what's in this glass? Oh, I think Jay, I think that thumbs up was yes. You can see what's in the glass. Thank you for giving me that. 47 in the chat. This is definitely a record for me. Holy shit! If you're in here, please like the video, sub to the channel, all the YouTube stuff. Good to go. Back to the tasting. Here we go. We'll be good tonight. Next time though. Yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe I should do it right now. Give me like 30 seconds. Let me see if I can wrench somebody like super quick. I don't know. I gotta find DC. Can you post your channel's link in here and Cheech too? And I'll throw you guys. I'll do it right now if I can. I have the screen pulled up to wrench you. So if you can throw your channel link in there, I think that's all I need to be able to do it. At least on my end is what it looks like. Rookie freaking mistake. Oh. Yeah, really fruity. It's all that light cherry and banana, high proof. This has got to be, in terms of proof, if I'm thinking it's a 1792 full proof or an Old Forester 1920, then we're thinking between 115 and 125. So that's what my guess is going to be on proof. Is that right? Just add moderator? Oh shit, it's that easy, isn't it? I had the pop-out chat and I didn't find it. Oh, there it is. DC, you're a mod. Hell yeah. Cheech, you're a mod. There you go. I got wrenches. I'm legit. I'm a real boy. Okay. Yeah. I don't need to really focus on glass number 2 that much. My guess on this, my guess is going to be Old Forester 1920. I really think it's that. Trying to think if I have anything else that would even come close to this amount of candied cherry and banana notes. And I might be totally off here. Looking at the old shelf, I think I'm good. Hell yeah, I see some wrenches in there. There we go. Sweet. And who else do I need to mod? Let's see. I should mod Amy, shouldn't I? Who else? Who else should I mod? Everybody gets a mod. You get a mod. You get a wrench. Dickle, dickle, dickle. That's hilarious. Amy, is that cool with you? Can I throw the old wrench your way? Let me know. I gotta, I want to ask for approval here before we go forward here. Holy shit! Now, how many mods should I have? This is another question. Let me. How many is like too many? Thanks, Amy. Shane, God, it was not intended that way. It was not intended that way. Ugh. And Richie. Richie, you cool? You want to be a mod? You want to be my wrench? Let me know. Richie's been like an ardent supporter since the very beginning. There's a couple of you guys in here that have just like been so amazing since day one, basically. Or, since the day that more than 2 people started showing up in the live chat. So, Shane, I'm just throwing the wrench. Come on now. All right, Richie, here we go. All right, thank you guys for helping a noob like me out on this Thursday evening. All right. I'm going to say that 1790 Old Foe 1920. Last pour, blind number 3. Here we go. Okay, this might be Buffalo Trace product, maybe. It's kind of sweet, light. I mean, it's like, is there anything in this glass? It almost doesn't smell like anything. Really low proof. All is right with the whiskey tube, says Amy. Yes, it is. Carlo, I don't do well with power. If I were to sit, there'd be some force choking going on. Peter remembers those 6 view lives. Yes, you do, Peter. It's kind of cool to see the progression, actually, over the last... I guess it's been... Since I really started the channel and put my first video out, I think it was 3 months ago yesterday. I think it was like November 3rd I put the first video out. Something like that. And I had the idea for so long that I wanted to do it, but I wanted to get well enough into the bourbon world before I did because I was so focused on Scotch. And yeah, I think 3 months later, I've learned a whole hell of a lot by doing this. The live streams and all the videos. The video production takes a while if you make it take a while. I'm gonna be doing probably like a reflection, like a 5-minute reflection video on like what I've learned, the 5 things I've learned in my first 3 months, doing this kind of stuff. So yeah, Aiden, yeah, you were there too, like in the very beginning, just 3 or 4 of us shooting the shit, chatting. It was amazing, yeah. But it's really cool that, to have your support all this time and hang out on all these live streams. It's really, really cool. Amy, thank you. Yeah, I hope everybody here is subscribed, Trying to get to that monetization. Okay, so this is super light on the nose. There's a lot of honey flavors in here. A lot of sweet candied flavors. Really, really candy. Like grape, cherry, stuff like that. This has got to be a Buffalo Trace product. I don't think I've shown you yet what's in glass number 3, so here we go. Give me a little thumbs up if you can see what's in that glass. All right. There's a decent bit of spice on the palate. I could see that being a Blanton's, honestly. Like, I could see that being a Blanton's. I could see that being possibly Rock Hill. I don't think that's an Elmer T, but I'm pretty well in the camp right now of that being a Buffalo Trace product, but I'm not sure. Hendo, you still need darker flip cards, says Peter. Would that work, you think, like a black index card with like silver ink or something like that? Like a silver Sharpie, you think that would be better? Or I need better glasses. That's funny. Cheech, see you over at the Rocket Review. Yeah, hey, I know I'm gonna bleed into their time just a little bit. I do apologize. I know the chat numbers might go down, but I hope you'll stick it out. I'm gonna be wrapping up here soon. I think I'll probably just call it after this blind tasting, honestly, after we do the reveal. Maybe one more little sippy sip after that. But thank you guys. If you are heading over there right now, fully understand. I will probably be moving these lives back to 7:30 Eastern time starting next week. So just be on the lookout for that the time will probably change on that. Just to try to accommodate anybody that wants to start at 9. It's a more common start time, and I think it's going to work well. I like to do 90 minutes, basically. But I've been doing 2 hours. Those get a little bit long, and I don't like talking that much. Aiden, black cards would help kill the gamma. Yeah, good point. Darker font on the white card. Okay, good advice, guys. Thank you. I will make sure to make something else happen here for all of that. Hendo says, plug your blind coming up. So here's what we got, guys. Coming up, as I said, every Thursday here, I'm going to be moving to 7:30 Eastern. Next Monday, I'm going to be jumping in a little bit with the old shelf turds for something that I don't even think they've announced yet, but I thought I would just kind of quickly throw that in here. I'll be on for like 10 or 15 minutes with the shelf turds next Monday. I will not be here in this room. I will be in a different room of my house that may surprise you. Yeah, anyways, scandalous. After that, Tuesday, I think, let me look at my phone. I think it's the 16th. Does that sound right? Tuesday the 16th. Yes, that's what it is. Tuesday the 16th, I'm going to be on with Scott from My Bourbon Journey on his live stream that night doing a blind Hendo flight. So I'm so stoked about that to jump on with Scott. Scott's been a huge supporter over the last week or two since he found my channel, and him and I have been chatting it up. I've jumped on a few of his lives recently. I was on there Tuesday, but there was such a amazing panel of people on there with me. There was 8 of us. I think I said 2 things, and then I had to go watch The Bachelor with Sarah. So I told her I would be available by 9 p.m., so I had to jump off. But it was just cool to like be on there with all those heavy hitters and to kind of hear what they all had to say. So anyways, that's what we got coming up next Monday, and then the Tuesday after on the 16th with Scott. So lots of good stuff happening. And then Jason and I think, are going to work something out in the next weeks or months. Who knows? I want to do a collab with Jason at the Mash and Drum. So heck yeah. DC's not going nowhere. Thanks, DC. That's awesome. The magic of multiple tabs. Yeah, you should have one headphone playing one playing the other. That would be freaking chaos. Let's see. When is the one you showed me? Not scheduled yet. Okay, cool. Multi-tab-zing, says Uta. That's funny. Yeah, still thinking Buffalo Trace. I mean, this could be Buffalo Trace, but I don't think it is. I think it's a little more rounded out. There's not as much corn grain as you would get on a on actual Buffalo Trace Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey. Again, I'm going to stay in the ballpark now of Blanton's, Elmer T, or possibly Rock Hill. I mean, it smells nice, but it's really weak. There's a little grain on there. A little bit of that corn grain note. Yeah. I don't know. I guess this could also be a Weller 12, like a new... I have a couple Weller 12s back there. This could be the current bottling of Weller 12, perhaps. No, it's too grapey. It's too candied and grapey to be that. This one's going to throw me because I know it's Buffalo Trace. It's going to piss me off when we reveal this. But proof-wise, I got to guess 90 or 100 to be one of these products. I'm going to guess 100. I'm thinking this might be Rock Hill Farms. I'm going to guess 100 proof. Is it Rock Hill Farms? I'm going to guess 100 proof. I'm going to guess this is Rock Hill Farms. All right. Let's reveal the blind. Number one, I didn't have a bottle guess. As I come back to it now... Oh, this might not be a Bardstown product. I thought it could have been a Bardstown. Let me check the chat here. I'll be here assuming I'm not working whenever you stream. Oh, I bet that's a big difference. Is the Balcones better? I feel like it would be. Excuse me, I'm starting to belch. That's not a good sign. When you start belching and you're drinking whiskey, uh-oh. Okay, this first glass, it now has a lot more peanut than I detected earlier. Like a lot more. It's feeling like an Elijah Craig barrel proof now. Yeah. Number one is feeling like an Elijah Craig barrel proof. The proof is really high. I don't think it's a Bardstown product anymore. I'm not going to guess a batch. I'm going to say this is an Elijah Craig barrel proof. The proof has got to be 60% or more at this point. All right, let's go ahead and reveal glass number one. Okay, interesting. Baker's 107. This is the single barrel version of Baker's, the new bottling. Mine is actually an 8.5-year-old pick. And I believe when I first tasted this 15, 20 minutes ago, I said that the proof was between 105 and 110. I said the age was about 7 to 8 years old. It's 8.5. So I nailed that, but earlier I didn't get all that peanut. When I came back to it after the Buffalo Trace product, after having a low proof, well, I'm assuming it's Buffalo Trace. After having a low proof third sip, I come back to it. The proof seemed higher, so I guessed higher. I changed it to Elijah Craig. I shouldn't have done that. I should have stuck with my original thing. I would have never guessed Baker's on this, admittedly, but yeah, I was right the first time in terms of the statistics of this whiskey, but not quite on this, next guess. But nailed the peanut, nailed the beam peanut, the proof, the age, all that kind of good stuff, and the amount of oak on there. Like Baker's is this weird balance. I prefer more oak. I prefer the Knob Creek 12 to 15-year-old store pick type oak from Beam. The Baker's seems young, unrefined, peanutty. It's like a not good Booker's, a not good Knob Creek, or like a more advanced Knob Creek 9-year, but a not good Booker's. It's like this weird combination of Beam that they've just like put into this other side category. Like they should just do away with the Baker's line because it doesn't make any sense, in terms of the overall construction of their brand, I think. So anyways, check the chat here. Okay. All right, glass number two. I said glass number two was Old Forester 1920, and I think I might change that. Give me a second. I think I might change that. This tastes too banana-y, and I think it's 1792. It's either Old Forester Rye, because that has a lot of banana, or it's 1792, but the proof is high. The proof is really high. It's higher proof than the bottled and bond. It could be a 1792 or an Old Forester. I think Old Forester, I don't know. I don't friggin' know. It is. It's 1792 foolproof. Okay. It had too much banana to be that Old Forester. There's more candied cherry in the Old Forester. Okay, so at least I'm close here. I'm assuming that's the shelfer. I have 2 store picks and a shelfer. She didn't list that. She might not know to list that, but I don't know. It's probably the shelfer. So let me check the chat here. Drums and Drams. When you get a chance, any thoughts on your Bowman single barrel? I'm going hunting tomorrow. I'd like to know your thoughts. The John Jay single barrel is, for me, it's on par with like E.H. Taylor small batch. It's on par with that for me. And I can actually do a comparison at the end of this right now, really quickly if you want. It's like a combination of like Blanton's and E.H. Taylor small batch for me. I like it. And if you can get it around $55, for me, I'm going to buy it every time. So, and also like if you see one, and if you don't see it often and you find more than one on the shelf, I would buy 2. Just being safe, because it's a good one to have, especially if you can't find all those allocated Buffalo Trace products and you want something in that flavor profile. Yeah, Baker's is the poor man's Knob Creek. And in Ohio, Baker's is heavily allocated. So they elevate it and make it look like it's really hard to find. When you go out of Ohio, I saw Baker's on every shelf in Indiana yesterday. I see it in Kentucky all the time, and it's just overpriced peanut juice. Still the devil, Michael. Yeah, I remember what you sent me about that. I have not had the Knob 15 shelfer. I almost bought one yesterday. I'm going to get one. I have to get one of those because I really want to try it, but I've only had the store picks at that age. I like Knob Creek 12 for me is an amazing pour, though. The 100 proof, I'll take that every day as a sipper. Only 30. Wow, that's awesome. Acetate menthol. I don't think ass is spelled that way in that word. Oh my God, that's hilarious. But I think you're right. The name, it was whatever they juiced up the when Bardstown did the World Top Whiskey Taster thing with Matt. They juiced up the stuff with banana, I think, and I think the name was something like that. Yeah, 28% tax in Washington. Where did I see that? Holy shit. That's not good. That's amazing in a bad way. Tim, if you can find like 4 of those and you want to send me one. I've always wanted to get an Abraham Bowman. Overpriced peanut juice. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it is to me. But I like it. And for in terms of the Buffalo Trace type flavor profile and portfolio, that is Sarah's favorite pour. She loves the John Jay single barrel. The John Jay Bowman single barrel. That is her favorite. Really, Aiden? I'll have to check it out. I feel like they're probably oak bombs. When you have the 120 proof store pick versions of the 15-year Knob Creek, I think the proof actually helps round out the oakiness because it's so oaked. But when you crank the proof up like that, there's something a little bit more exciting for your like palate to tune into besides just the oak part of it. But if you proof it down, I feel like it could get heavy and kind of like weighed down by the oak. So about Bowman single barrel, yeah. Whoa, really? Rich, holy crap. Well, maybe I don't want to spend $100 on that. I might try to get a sample then. I'm not sure. Amy says, here it is. I think we get that here in North Carolina, the John Jay Bowman. We'll check tomorrow when I go in. Yeah, if you get it around like $50, $55, that's an easy buy. It's a really, really solid Buffalo Trace profile sipper. I think it's, I've heard it's mash bill 2. I've heard it's a combination of mash bill 1 and 2 that is, you know, it is triple distilled, whichever one it is. But no matter what mash bill it is, it has qualities of both of them. And the triple distillation also changes it just a little bit. But I like it. I think it's great. So, chewing tree bark. Hey, if you're into that kind of thing. Man, well, this is disappointing. I might have to jump on the old secondary and buy up as many store picks as I can then. Because that, to me, I don't drink it every day. I mean, I don't drink bourbon every day, somehow. But even when I do drink bourbon, each day that I do, if I could reach for my Knob 15 store picks, that would be the one I would reach for. But unfortunately, you know, I just don't have enough of them to do that. But I might have to get some more, unfortunately. I've said unfortunately like 45 times. Jesus. Do you ever annoy yourself? I think I'm annoying myself. Okay, I have to reveal glass number 3, which I said it was Rock Hill. God damn it. You know, this is gonna be John J. Bowman because everybody's talking about it. Oh, it's EH Small Batch. Okay. I thought sometimes, like when I've done these blind tastings and I show a note card, people in the chat 30 minutes later start talking about it, and I'm like, wait a second, is that what was in my glass? No, I was wrong. It's EH Small Batch. So I said it was Rock Hill 100 proof. You know, I'll take that. Close enough. The flavor profiles there are close enough. Sweet. All right, what do we got here? Shane says, I can send you a sample of the Knob Creek. Yeah, let's make it happen. I'll send you something back. We'll find something comparable, that $100 bottle range. I'll send you something back, Shane. Just shoot me an email. I can never remember after these live streams the alcohol, and also after the live streams are done, I just go to bed. I don't like do anything. I don't write things down. I just go to bed. So the alcohol and bedtime, send me an email, drumsanddrams@gmail.com, and remind me, and we'll make it happen. So that's awesome. I appreciate it. Oh, you mean finishing the bottle? Oh, I thought you meant going down the drain. I literally poured like an entire Blanton's Gold down the drain because it was undrinkable. And I'm going to probably make a video about that too. But different interpretation there. That's good to know. DC, you like it. I like the box as well. I like a presentation box. I come from Scotch. I like that kind of stuff. I'm very superficial. All right. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? I feel like on the blind tasting, I didn't call the bottles exactly on really any of these, but I got the flavor profiles and the tasting notes and the proofs actually pretty damn close, I think. So this is reassuring for me. You know, I've been trying to continue training the old palate, and with something around like 170, 180 bottles, probably 200 now after yesterday, there's enough variety on the shelf that there's a lot of opportunity to throw me off, and I feel like I'm doing well. So I'm excited about that, but again, I come from more of the Scotch world at this point. So Keith says, did you hear that Jim Beam is doing away with the older knob picks? Yeah, I was watching that live stream with Whiskey Crusaders, and that's sad for me. This pick that I just got, let's see here. The date on it, it was selected on September 18th of 2020. So I've been hearing that they're going away for like a year or 9 months or something. So this one was September. I think they are probably going to go away, but there will definitely still be some around, as that guy, I can't remember his name, I apologize, on that live stream alluded to from Jim Beam. But I might have to, I think when they do officially go away, if that happens in a press release or if someone continues talking about it, the secondary values will probably go up on those store picks. So I will probably try to stock up sooner than later on those, unfortunately. So thank you, Amy, for throwing that in there. Let's see what we got. Check out Drums and Drams. Oh, yeah, I do have a Facebook page. I have not been super diligent about the Facebook and Instagram stuff. I'm trying to balance that with like my other Facebook and Instagrams for my music stuff and my personal and all that. But yeah, go give it a like, give the Instagram a follow and all that stuff. That would be awesome. Very, very cool. Okay. Well, what did I say I needed to do at the end of this live stream? We won't get to the Ezra stuff. I'll be putting out a video about some Ezra things. Definitely doing the Ezra 99. For some reason in Ohio, this is allocated right now. I took a sip yesterday. What the hell? It's, you know, so I bought a regular old Ezra Brooks to try to compare these. I'm going to do that video soon. Tomorrow, I'm going to record probably in the morning my Larceny video, edit it very quickly, and throw it out by tomorrow evening. Larceny A121, which I was not a fan of tonight. And then, you know, I've got a lot of other stuff on my plate to record, but just keep an eye on the channel and all that kind of good stuff. Let me grab my John J. Bowman single barrel, because I have the E.H. Taylor small batch in front of me right now from the blind tasting. I can put those side by side right now and kind of let you guys know, you know, how that comparison is. Give me 2 seconds. All right. And this one does have googly eyes for all of you googly eye enthusiasts. There we go. We grab a glass. All righty. Here we go. Keith, unfortunately, for the channel, you record videos whenever you can, at least for me. So it's like sometimes in the morning, 10 a.m., I'll pour one out, have one sip, 2 sips on a review video. Sometimes it's midnight when I record them, so it just varies. And you can see it in the lighting and in the videos, actually. Sometimes like you can see the darker background because I can't get that natural daylight coming from the 2 windows around me. So you can kind of tell like what hour I recorded the video at if you look at the difference between my face lighting and the background lighting. It's kind of funny. This is why Drums and Drams kicks ass. Such a gamer. That's hilarious. Yeah, I do what I got to do, you know. But like last night, I jumped on the Mash and Drum stream when I was driving home from Indy, and then I got home, turned it on here, and I drank too much. So all day today, I was like, shit, I don't want to do this live stream tonight because, you know, I just can't recover like I used to. I'm only 26, man, but like I can't drink like I could when I was 19 or 21, you know, wink, wink. I just can't do it. So I got to be careful about how I do this. So I'd rather have one small sip in the morning for a review video than try to record all of like 3 videos in a row at night. And you get tired, you get drunk. Epic gamer move. That's hilarious. Okay, let me pour a little John J. JJB, as he is known. Ooh, got a little sticky cork here. Let's wet the cork. Ooh, I don't want to break this cork. I might break this cork right now. I just broke the fucking cork. God. Okay, we might not do a John J comparison. Yeah, the cork's broken. I got to leave this in because I got to get this out tomorrow now. It was all dried out. There was a super tight air seal there on it, or airtight seal. So I'm going to have to decant my Bowman Brothers into a different bottle from the basement and pour my John J into a different bottle. So that sucks. I don't want to pull it out here for all of you right now because I don't want to cry on camera. Ah, that sucks. The cork was already kind of flaky in the bottle. There was a little bit of like cork dust in the bottle, and I should have saw this coming. Damn it. I do have spare corks in the basement, but for the John J, I don't know if I'm going to have something that's going to fit this exactly besides another Bowman product, and I don't have any spares of that, so I'll have to move the Bowmans around now to make that happen. Okay. When I drink in the morning, I just pour one for the wife, too. Only 10 years younger than me. Yeah, the old 26, you know. Okay, well, I can't do that comparison, so epic fail on the old live stream. Haven't said epic fail since 2008, so. All right, guys, well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bounce off here. This is the least amount of intoxication, the least intoxicated I have ever been. Judging by the way I said that, I might be more than I think. But this is the least intoxicated I've been at the end of one of these live streams. So Go check out Rock Gut Review tonight. I think that's the other stream happening right now. There might be another. I'm not sure, honestly. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. This was a record for me. Every week I've been breaking some new records. 47 likes, 37 viewers now. There was 47, maybe 48 earlier. That's amazing. I'm loving it. Keep an eye out on the channel for some new videos. I think the next one to come out will be Larceny A121 very quickly. I'm going to try tomorrow to get that out. I've got a fun benchmark vertical video that I'm going to be doing this weekend. I just bought some white gloves for this benchmark video, and you'll see why. So that's going to happen this weekend. I don't know how long it's going to take me to edit that. That's a little bit more of a creative one. And then a lot of other stuff in the works. So just keep an eye on the channel. I'm going to try to do 2 videos per week. I don't have set days of the week right now that I release. Sorry, but next Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, shifting to that time for my live streams. Just remember to check that out. But thank you guys so much for the support. Get one final look at the chat here. What's up, Wags? 5 p.m. Saturday if you want to jump on. Hell yeah. Jump onto that. Oh, excuse me. I'll try to make that as well. What time is that here? 8 p.m. I think I should be free, so I can probably jump in there for a while, Wags, to hang out. Amy, thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for being a mod. The old wrench. Good to see you here. Cheers to all of you. Look, kids, suck it up and drink. Good stream. All right, guys. I'm going to end the night with, let's see. Can I find it? Can I find it? What did I even drink earlier? I don't even know. All right, it's this. The Weeded Whiskey, cask strength from Middle West Spirits. Amazing pour. I'm going to end my night with this one. So thank you guys for hanging out, and I will see you next time, next Thursday. Actually, I'll see you Monday on the Shelf Turds live stream. So be there or be square. I'll be in a bathrobe, just saying. All right, here we go. Adios.